I think we had already a little bit of a wrap-up, which was nice to conclude the session, but maybe let's conclude together the day. I'll give you a second to sit, collect yourself. How are we feeling? Thumbs up? Shaking of hands? Yeah? Nice. I love your energy, guys. I'm a bit jealous. Okay.
We need a drink.
Thank you for reading my mind. It was a long day, but we need a drink. Yes, yes. But first, we need a wrap-up. So we did quite a lot today. And I'm saying this because I'm part of the coordination, so I want to be proud of our achievement, which I think shout out to every one of the partners. But I think we started describing what a contact zone are. And maybe we can also start and say what they are not. They're not unrealistic space. They're very much realistic, as Roberto said. They're not polite. It's a space for difficult conversation. You don't actively seek a conflict, but also you want to seek an opinion that is different from yours. And I think today we touched upon a few areas on how we get there. Maybe we are here. There's no need always to create something new. You can work with what you have, and I think every one of you has already a clear idea on how your contact zone looked like, how it could be improved, or maybe it's already good as it is, who knows? But how do we get there? So today we talked about, I'm sorry, I need to read a little bit. I'll try to make more eye contact, but I'll start with reading. We talked about a little bit methodology, and it was quite interesting to see how the answers from the board outside reflected what we did already in training, what we said online, what we said in the room. So what are the tools? Of course, it's dialogue, facilitation, mediation, but also practical ones, something co-participatory like walk or cartographies. But these tools, this methodology need to have a goal, need to have a trajectory that goes beyond our content zone. So in terms of sustainability, what is left to do. And this is where I think the cultural rights a little bit enter into it, because as Jasmine just said, cultural rights and culture in general is not about just the access. Everyone is good at granting access. It's much more than that. It's about the contribution each one of us gives to it, how we receive this type of cultural aspect, and how we mediate it. Mediation came a lot. I'm looking at our movie experts here that you said you wanted to specialize also into that. Sorry, not to put you on the spot, but he had a very interesting questions of who gets to tell the story, which I think for those of us who contributed to the curriculum, it's a big one, because it reflects on the idea of your positionality. Who are you? Where you stand in the scales of oppression? What is your role within intersectionality? And what is the leverage of your actions? So what is the domino effect that you're gonna create in your contact zones? So a little bit, the tool sustainability, your agency and ownership of the space. The question is also a little bit, why does it matter? I think sometimes we want to have the quick action and solution, but I think all of us in the room are thinking about the long-term game. And maybe to conclude, it's to mirror what Yasmin said about their own product, about the cultural rights, that our work as in terms of TCZ, is not necessarily a set of intention. We all have the good intentions, but it's also an agenda. It's something structural. We had the pilots, we have the trainings, we will have the conversation in Brussels in June. So it's not just inputs and wishful thinking, it's a project in the long term. It's something we want to develop in the next years and something that we hope to keep collaborating with you. We refer to the people who did the pilots as alumni, which is an endearing term because we want to build a community. And now you're all part of this TCZ community. So we thank you so much for the time today. Also the people online, because Zoom fatigue is a thing. So it was very brave of them to be online and give their contributions. The boards are still there if you have one last input you want to give. But of course, we're happy to receive your contributions. And now I will start with all the thanking. So to the partners, to the hosts, Joachim will do also the formal thanking, and technical support, bless you, that was not easy. So thank you so much for the microphone, the screen sharing, and all the technical elements that I am not aware of, but worked very well. So thank you so much, and the floor to Joachim.
Thank you very much, Nicole. I have not many things to add because your thanks were great. Thanks you for your patience and the attendance and being here and discussing with us. As Nicole said, this is highly important for us, this input. We are looking forward to the trainings in Budapest, in Hanya, and so on. And there's one thing which is really important, because a little bit earlier, when we had the discussion with Luisa, she suggested another workshop. And in the break we discussed, during the lunchtime, and we will do another workshop. So, because this is easily done now. As they said, as Adrian said, as Luisa said, these pilots and our project is a little bit a door opener, an eye opener and a door opener. So we are also open for your proposals to do workshop, to do other things, because this project, as Mikkel said it right, it's just the start. It's just the beginning of something. So please don't hesitate, propose us things, come to us, and we will see what we can manage to do. Thanks a lot. Have a nice evening. See you soon again. Thank you very much.